Stay tuned to get the latest update on the South Korean ferry search, why the U.S. met with Russia, and find out what temperatures to expect this upcoming week.
Dude, check out this chef, right? Right? That's so gay. That's really gay. Dude, look at those pants.
Please don't say that.
What?
Don't say that something is gay when you mean that something is dumb or stupid. It's insulting. It's like if I thought this pepper shaker was stupid and I said, man, this pepper shaker is so 16-year-old boy with a cheesy mustache. Just saying. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
Hello and welcome to the National Rundown. I'm John Garris.
And I'm Lauren Berman.
A clash outside a military base ended with the first deaths so far in a Ukraine anti-militant operation, as Russian President Vladimir Putin admitted Thursday in a radio interview that Russian soldiers did secretly invade Crimea to help pro-Russian Ukrainians take over the province by force. Various groups included the United States as they met in Geneva and agreed on a statement to stop violence and provocative action.
Now let's take a look at the crisis in the Ukraine with our CBS correspondent.
Secretary of State John Kerry talked for more than 6 hours with his counterparts from Russia, Ukraine, and the European Union, hammering out a deal to de-escalate tensions in eastern Ukraine.
Not just words, but concrete steps that could be acted on immediately in order to defuse the situation.
All sides agreed to refrain from violence, return illegally seized buildings, give amnesty to protesters, and allow international observers to help with these steps.
What is important is that these words are translated immediately into action.
The White House is threatening additional sanctions against Moscow if Russia doesn't live up to its end of the bargain. That includes allowing Ukraine to govern itself.
The question now becomes whether or not this can be de-escalated and resolved in a way that gives Ukrainians a chance to make their own decisions about their own lives.
The U.S. has consistently said Russia is behind the unrest in eastern Ukraine. That's a charge Russian President Vladimir Putin again denied Thursday. Overnight, the situation turned deadly. Ukrainian forces killed 3 pro-Russian militants who were trying to attack a National Guard base. Craig Boswell for CBS News, the White House.
At Tuesday's one-year anniversary event of the Boston Marathon bombings, according to CNN, 25-year-old Kevin Edson was found near the finish line carrying a backpack containing a rice cooker, wearing black clothes and drawing police attention. Edson is set at $1,000 bail.
The first lunar eclipse of 2014 gave millions of stargazers a look at the blood moon on Tuesday night. The moon took a red hue between 2 and 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time. The moon was most prominent in North and South America. If you missed it, you can catch it 3 more times, including October 8th of this year, April 4th, and September 28th of next year. American Airlines is facing bomb threats from teens on Twitter. A Dutch girl, 14, wrote, I am part of Al-Qaeda. I'm going to do something really big. Bye. She then retracted the statement, saying it was all a joke. However, other teens are catching on and continuing the trend.
Federal researchers reported Wednesday that health risks for diabetics have declined greatly. The biggest declines reported were in heart attacks and deaths from high blood sugar, which dropped by more than 60% from 1990 to 2010. With better care for patients and a push to educate people, awareness has increased tremendously. Diabetes, however, is still increasing at fast rate. 5 people were shot this past Sunday, but only 3 were killed at 2 Jewish facilities near Kansas City. The incident is still under investigation, and police are unsure if this was a hate crime. Video from the shooting showed a man who was a suspect sitting in the back seat of a patrol car shouting, quote, "Heil Hitler."
The Pakistani Taliban said on Wednesday that they are ending a 6-week-old ceasefire, but would continue peace talks with the Pakistani government. The group accused the military of torturing prisoners and killing 50 militants during the ceasefire. Despite the end of the ceasefire, the group's spokesman, Shahid Dual Shahid, said the group will continue to pursue peace. After 4 decades, the body of the 2 missing 17-year-old girls have finally been found. The death was caused by a car crash in a creek of Bellsford, South Dakota on May 29, 1971.
Rowan is moving graduation due to Christie's speech. Chris Christie is speaking at Rowan University's main ceremony on May 16th. Because of Christie's appearance, the graduation is now closed to the public. Graduating students now get 3 tickets for each ceremony compared to last year when they were able to bring whomever they wanted.
Coming up after the break, find what a burglar was caught on tape doing in Houston, Texas.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs, just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed. And they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs. And it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
A South Korean ferry capsized and more than 200 people may be trapped inside. Many people who are missing are high school students who were on a field trip. It is unknown if they are alive. The captain did actually make it out. "I'm so sorry, I am at a loss for words," he said at the South Korean Coast Guard office. 20 people have been confirmed dead and the hunt is on for the rest.
And now over to entertainment with Mike.
Thanks, guys. Fox 2000 is ready to have more hot flashes. The studio is developing a sequel to the 1993 hit Mrs. Doubtfire, one that would reunite director Chris Columbus and star Robin Williams. David Berenbaum, who wrote Elf, is writing the script. Open Road Films has acquired all U.S. rights to Tupac, with John Singleton on board to direct. The late rapper's wife, Afeni Shakur, is slated to be an executive producer for the film. Singleton is best known for his film Boys in the Hood. President Obama's toughest interview of 2012 wasn't with a nightly news anchor, a newspaper, or even one of his critics at Fox News. It was Jon Stewart. The purpose of the interview, according to White House Press Secretary Jay Carney, was to encourage young voters as they are more likely to watch The Daily Show in comparison to other news outlets. Back to you guys.
After the death of 5 Calgary University students that were stabbed to death, the suspect charged, Matthew DeGrode, was reported as behaving strangely in the weeks and days leading up to the killing spree. Text messages were sent to his parents that made him believe he was going to commit suicide. According to people that knew DeGrode, he was a homebody who had friends, but just liked to stay home.
After all the speculation of a Hillary Clinton 2016 presidential run, her friends and confidants say that she hasn't truly decided yet. Those close to Clinton say her biggest reason for the hesitation is her fear that the Obama economy will get worse. One Wall Street executive has said she fears Obama will be so unpopular by the time she starts running. People close to Clinton are pushing her to run for office. Now let's talk to Liz about the burglar who was caught on camera in a baby's room.
Hey guys.
Hi Liz.
How's it going?
Now, was anyone hurt in the home?
No, fortunately not. The burglar was like peeking through the house. He had the flashlight. He shined the flashlight on the baby in the crib, but he just turned around and walked away and kept doing his thing. The parents didn't know until the next morning when the neighbors found their briefcase in the yard.
Was anything else stolen?
No, there was only $60 taken out of a wallet.
Well, did they catch the burglar?
As of right now, no. The police believe that the suspect is between 16 and 18 years old or so, but right now they're still hopeful that they're going to find him. And the police are encouraging that other people get security cameras in their home as well, because now that they're a relatively cheap thing, to ensure that next time that this happens, they have a better chance of catching burglars.
Wow. Well, thank goodness no one was hurt.
I know.
Especially the baby.
Yeah, definitely the most integral part. Yeah. All right, well, thanks, Liz.
Thank you, Liz.
You're welcome.
Here's Anika with the World News Minute.
Thanks, guys. Bad weather and strong currents are making the search for survivors of the South Korean ferry disaster difficult. Services are still searching for roughly 280 missing people after a ship carrying 475 people sank. Officials say that 179 people have been rescued so far, and most of the passengers were high school students. So far, 18 people are confirmed dead and dozens more are injured. Lee Jing-suk, the captain of the ferry, was shown apologizing on television. He said, "I am really sorry and deeply ashamed. I don't know what to say." A mini submarine has completed its third attempt looking for the missing Malaysian plane. The two previous missions to search the floor of the Indian Ocean were cut short by technical problems. The data from the sub's latest search is being analyzed. Previous missions have not shown anything significant, and other officials have warned that the search for wreckage on the seafloor could take weeks or months. That's it for your World News Minute. Back to you guys at the desk.
Now over to Jeremy with your sports update.
Duke University star player Jabari Parker has announced today that he will forego his next 3 years in college to pursue a professional career in the NBA. Parker says that after contemplating which environment allows him to grow as a basketball player and develop off the court, undeniably the NBA was the clear-cut choice. Parker is expected to be a top 5 pick in next year's NBA draft. In other sports news, the New York Jets have signed running back Chris Johnson just a little over a week after he was released from the Tennessee Titans. After a couple of frustrating years recently in Tennessee, Johnson is looking for a new start, saying, "I have a fresh start. I'm going out there with a chip on my shoulder. I know a lot of people are doubting me." The Jets now have signed the top 3 free agents at their positions, and Michael Vick at quarterback, Eric Decker at wide receiver, and now Chris Johnson at running back. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks a lot, Jeremy. And now here's weather with Ellie Hodgson.
Thanks, guys. So tonight we're looking at a partly cloudy night with a high of 46 and a low of 36. So it does look like it's going to warm up a little bit. Now let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. Friday, we're going to have a mostly cloudy day with a high of 58. Saturday, it's going to be just partly cloudy, and we're going to have a high of 68. So this will be the best day to do anything to get ready for Easter Sunday, because it will be the warmest day of the weekend. Easter Sunday, we have a mostly sunny day with a high of 63 and a low of 38. And then Monday, we have a cloudy day with a high of 68. And then Tuesday, we're going to get a few showers, but it's going to be a warm day at 72 degrees. So now let's take a look outside with our weather window. So as you can see, it is gorgeous out. It's nice and sunny with just a couple clouds. You got people walking outside. It looks gorgeous, but don't be fooled because it is really cold. So what do you guys think about what's coming up this weekend weather-wise?
I'm excited for nicer weather. I just want it to be warm already.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's perfect for pick up football games and pick up baseball games. I mean, this is prime time for getting out there and having fun.
Exactly, yeah. I'm over the cold temperatures, so I think 68 is a good place for us to be.
Yeah,
so.
it looks like it's on the rise. So.
Great for those people having picnics outside, especially for Easter Sunday.
Yeah, Saturday's going to be great, and then towards the end of the week it's going to be warmer but rainy, so it's you get the warm, but you lose the sunniness, so it's catch-22.
Hopefully it'll just be sunny from here on out.
Yeah.
I wish.
All right, and that's all we have for today. This is the National Rundown. I'm John Garris.
And I'm Lauren Berman. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.